business ventures with some friends of mine. But it was still taking up too much of my time. Until recently, an opportunity was presented to me by my father. Now, I'm going to be honest, folks. When I first heard this presentation, or was asked to come hear this presentation, I wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't. I went with all intent of having nothing to do with it, and in fact, with the intention of talking my father out of it. But as a dutiful son, I went. And I sat there with my arms crossed and my lips poked out. And Mr. Williams was giving this presentation, but I was half listening. Now, I want you to give it your full attention, because even half listening, I heard an opportunity. And it was an opportunity that got me a little excited. So I told Mr. West, I said, I'm going to leave here. I said, I'm not convinced yet, but I'm going to leave here and I'm going to go do my research. That's one of the things that I do. I research companies. I check them out. I spent 16 straight hours trying to find a reason not to do this business.
Wow.
Now, when I left, Mr. Williams said, you'll be back tomorrow. Next day, I walked there, my tail between my legs. All right, I'm in. That's how powerful this opportunity is. It made a believer out of me. And I think once you hear it, it's going to make a believer out of you. So, we ready to hear about the opportunity? Name of this company is 5 Links. 5 Links was founded in 2001 in Rochester, New York. Okay? 2001, 2010, 9 years. In the realm of companies, that's a relatively young company. But it's a strong company. And that's an important part. You have the opportunity to get on something on the ground floor. How many of you know that all the wealth is gotten early on? People get in early, or people get the most out of it. So you've got an opportunity to get into something very early on. Okay? The co-founders of this company together have over 50 years of experience in the telecommunications industry. All right? So you've got qualified people and a great company. This company's grown over 800% in the last 3 years. Amazing growth. Amazing growth. Important thing about this company. Representatives come first.
Yes, sir.
I love that. Okay? When I owned my own business, I did a lot of work. But I know that the people who did the most work for me were my legal assistants, my secretaries. They did the groundwork. I compensated them well. But this company makes sure that everything we need, they provide us.
Yes, sir.
And more importantly, they listen to us. It's important to be with a company that hears your opinion.
That's right.
Okay? So, we're going on. This company has built a 50,000 square foot headquarters up in Rochester, New York. Now, one of the things that I've learned in this company that I like to hear is the term they say, documentation beats conversation.
Yes.
Okay? When I went looking for things wrong with this company, I went to the documentation. Okay? I went and I looked at the balance sheet. I went and looked at the history of the company and the founders. These things I personally did. And I found some documentation. This company has been featured in magazines such as Success at Home magazine, your own home business magazine. But the most impressive stat that I found, this company has been featured in Inc. magazine's 500 fastest growing companies in North America. 4 straight years.
All right, that's a big deal. Yes, sir. All right.
Looking at this October, it looks like this will be the 5th straight year.
All right.
Now, that's a huge milestone because only one company has been featured in that magazine for 5 straight years. Anybody care to take a guess what that company is?
Right.
No small company, you've heard of it. It's Microsoft.
Yes,
okay?
Sir.
Mr. Bill Gates. All right? This is the type of company that 5 Links is following. Okay? So we have a solid company with strong financials, debt-free, in a recession.
All right.
So we know we're moving here with a winner. Okay? We got the one. Talk about opportunity. Okay? Before every huge surge of wealth in this country, we see a trend. There's something that comes. the 80s, computers. Everybody I know has a computer, okay? And there are a few people that have vision about computers that are reaping the benefits today, okay? I heard a story about a young man that, as I said, did everything right. Attended Harvard University, okay? Went, did all this studying. His junior year, went home to his mom and dad, who happened to be attorneys, and they thought he was going to be an attorney. Said, Mom, Dad, that's really not what I want to do. He says, I got a plan. And I can imagine the look on their face when he said, what do you mean?
Yes, sir.
You drop it out. Okay, and I can imagine him, I can imagine, you know, we paid all this money. He said, no, he says, I got a vision. He says, one day I see that there's going to be a computer in every home in the United States. And we're going to tap into that. And I can imagine him sitting in a meeting like this, talking to his friends, family members, and telling them about this vision. And he said, right now, he says, if you invest just a little bit, tell me how to invest a little bit, we're going to all reap the benefits. Okay? Anybody know who that gentleman was?
Bill Gates.
Gates. Okay? Bill Gates dropped out of Harvard in his junior year of college to start Microsoft. He and his friends, they started in the garage. And he had a meeting just like this. Some of his friends, some of his classmates asked him to invest in his company. Okay? And I remember hearing a story of one young woman who, that's all she had was, I think she had a Pell Grant loan. So I got a little bit of money here. They said, but I trust you. I see this vision you have. So I'm going to give it to you. Her coffee was $2,000.
Wow.
Okay? Several years later, around the 90s, Microsoft went public.
Hey.
IPO day.
Hey.
Okay? If you know about IPOs, I know about IPOs. IPOs kept my kids fed and clothed for a while. Okay? I didn't get out of that IPO though. I was too young. But the day that company went public, that $2,000, that woman seeing that vision that he had, made her a millionaire. A multi-millionaire.
Yes.
Okay? Timing and opportunity. In the 80s, we had long distance breakup. The district court, federal court came in and said to Ma Bell, said, we got to break this up. You've got too much of this. And companies stepped out to take advantage of it. So now you had the growth of, you had an MCI. We've heard other companies that have taken advantage of long distance, Excel. All these companies came up and took advantage of an opportunity. They were in the right place at the right time.
That's right.
Okay? In the 90s, you had more software that came up. And now we have our chance to get in front of one of these new wealth trends.
Okay,
We're positioned to take advantage, okay, of one of these wealth trends. Voice over IP. Those 4 little letters, done properly, going to change your life.
All right.
Okay? Voice over Internet Protocol. What is it? Okay? It's being able to take the technology that allows you to take the internet, which is everywhere now, and do wonderful things like make phone calls. Okay? Video conferencing. You know, I've been blessed that I've had the opportunity to do business all around the world. Okay? Now, if I'm talking to somebody that I've never seen on the phone, I may be able to get my point across. But how much more powerful is that presentation if I'm able to look him in the eye?
Tell it. Yes, sir.
Okay? This is what we have with Global. Global has a proprietary technology of a video phone.
That's right.
Okay? So, I like the little man that says, can you hear me now? Okay? I want you to